Hi, welcome back to Earle Wellbeing YouTube. And while I'm here at Bad Ragaz in Switzerland, I thought I would just gather together 7 of my favourite so-called superfoods. And that's not really a term that I use very often, but there are a few key things that I personally think are really worth featuring in the diet on a semi-regular basis. The first is any kind of blue or black berry. So it could be blackberries, it could be blueberries. They are so good, not only very tasty, but they're also full of anthocyanins, which is the dark pigment that has a very good antioxidant content, so extremely good for health. Lots of functional medicine doctors talk about the benefits of blueberries or blackberries. You can buy them relatively inexpensively frozen, keep them in the freezer, shove them into a smoothie or put them into yogurt or just eat them by the handful. The other vegetable that's a real favourite of mine is broccoli. So broccoli is a brassica, so that is from the cruciferous family, so things like cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, tender stem broccoli, even cauliflower, actually, although it's white, still has these really interesting plant chemicals that are shown to have anti-cancer protective properties and also very good for gut health. The other green that I like is watercress. The key thing about watercress is to always eat it raw, because the good chemicals in watercress that are so health protective, particularly for the lungs and the chest, are destroyed by heat. So if you're going to make a watercress soup, don't boil it to death. Make sure that wherever you can, eat watercress raw. One of the things that you will want to cook probably is an egg. So I love eggs, particularly the egg yolk. Egg yolk is one of the richest natural forms of protein. It's a very complete protein, the egg. It's super easy to cook. It's incredibly versatile, high in protein, high in really good quality vitamins, nutrients that we need to sustain our health and longevity, particularly the egg yolk. So never ever have an egg white omelette. Always have the yolk. And in fact, chuck in an extra yolk. Why not? To make it even more nutritious. I always have almonds around. I love almonds. These are just little almond nibs here, but you can have whole almonds. Use them as a snack, high in protein, lots of vitamin E. You can chop them up. You can sprinkle them on salads, on soups. You can stir them into yogurts. They are just a great superfood. High in protein, vitamin E, really good to have whenever you feel that you need a healthy snack, low in sugar. The other thing that I really like is wild salmon or oily fish. So interestingly, the darker the salmon, as long as it hasn't been dyed artificially in a fish farm, but if you've got salmon from the sea that's really dark, so for example, Atlantic wild salmon, that contains an ingredient called astaxanthin, which again is a very powerful skin-saving antioxidant. And it's because the salmon eat lots of krill in the sea, and that's what gives them the dark colour. So if you can get dark coloured salmon or oily fish generally, things like herrings, sprats, mackerel, really good. Lots of omega-3 essential fatty acids. So you've got the EPA and the DHA from your oily fish. Last but not least, I have to talk about yogurt, kefir. You can make your own, whichever you buy, just make sure it's low sugar. This is a fruit yogurt made with no sugar. You want the live yogurt, so make sure it says live or bio yogurt on the pack, or make your own. Kefir, of course, is a really good alternative, or you can mix the two together. But plain live yogurt, kefir, very good for good gut bacteria, giving us lots of probiotics on a daily basis. So, oh, that is good. There you have it, my 7 all-time superfoods. What have I missed? What are your favourites? Drop me a comment. Love to know. Love to chat. See you next time.